Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over three separate things. The first one being where you guys can go ahead and find Madam Nazar for today, or Madam Nazar's location. The second thing that we're actually going to go over is all the different collection sets and their current cycles. And then last but not least, we're going to go over all of the daily challenges in extensive detail so that you guys can earn as much gold as possible here in Red Dead Online. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started by showing you right where you can find Madam Nazar for today. So let's go ahead and do that. And she's actually going to be way out west for today, and she's going to be down at Plainview, which is the furthest west possible location that she can actually spawn in. And your quick fast travel location of choice will actually be in Tumbleweed, and it's actually just a little bit outside of Tumbleweed. It's one of the more distant locations, but just make your way down to her and you'll be able to do all of your Madam Nazar collecting needs. But if this is the only thing that you guys actually came here for today, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video, as it really does help me out. It shows your support to the channel, shows me that you want me to continue making these types of videos, and honestly, if it helped you guys out, I would really appreciate if you guys would go ahead and leave that like, because it really does help me grow the channel, and it helps other people find what they're looking for as well. Let's go ahead and give this guy a wave here. He's not hurting me. That girl Jess95, nice. Hello, how are you doing today? Maybe you're a fan? Anyway, let's go and talk a little bit about the collection sets and their current cycles. Now, the collection sets, I like to go after the coins or the lost jewelry, just because you make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible. You make $540 per hour, and it'll take about 3 to 3.5 hours. And if you collect all the different collection sets, you'll make $4,000 every single day. Over $4,000. But you do need the field shovel and also the metal detector in order to collect the coins and the lost jewelry. So coins are going to be a part of cycle number 4 for today, and the lost jewelry will be a part of cycle number 6. Now, the next two sets I'm about to go over are going to be the arrowheads and the family heirlooms, which will also require either the field shovel or the metal detector. And arrowheads are going to be a part of cycle number 3, and the family heirlooms will be a part of cycle number 4. Now, the next 4 sets that I do want to go over here real quick is ones that you don't even actually have to be a collector at all, and you're going to be able to do a little bit of collecting. You're just not going to be able to sell any of them. So this is designed for you guys, or people that maybe don't have the field shovel or the metal detector, or are a lower rank, or maybe just don't have enough money to buy it. Whatever the case may be, you guys might want to know what these ones are. So we have American Wildflowers at cycle number 1, which are the easiest. There's 3 sets every single day that you guys can actually go ahead and collect of everything. We have tarot cards, which is going to be a part of cycle number 6. We have the antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 6. And then last but not least, we have the bird eggs at cycle number 4. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the daily challenges for today. But before we actually do that, I do want to talk a little bit about live streaming and a couple other things. I do live stream every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. For those times, make sure that you guys are checking out my website, which is gamercorey.com, or making sure that you guys are subscribed with all bell notifications turned on so you guys will get notified when I do go live, as I do go live on other days besides those days from time to time as well. But I do change my times that I go live, so the way that you can get the best information for that is to make sure that you guys are checking out my website, gamercorey.com. I also do have memberships available if you guys would like to further support me as a content creator, which does, honestly, it really does help me out a lot and supports me and my family, and is very, very much appreciated. So if you guys would like to do that, click on that little join button down below, or you check out my website. There's also the same section on my website as well. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the daily challenges. We're just going to quickly go over the list first, and then we're going to talk a little bit about them in detail. We got 10,560 distance traveled by train, 1 fish caught weighing at least 5 pounds, pet a dog, placed top 3 in a shootout showdown, 3 player kills from cover in free roam events. We have 3 player kills with rifle in showdowns. And then last but not least, we have a visit a shop in Blackwater. The role challenges include 2 crafted toxic moonshine. We have 2 moonshine of preferred type sold to a buyer, 4 moonshine served to other players at a bar, 2 goods sold to a distant buyer, We have 7 medium animal carcasses donated to Crips, $200 money made from trading. We have 3 American wildflowers found, 3 antique alcohol bottles found, 3 collectibles sold to Madame Nazar, 3 bounty targets brought in, 3 bounty targets hogtied with a reinforced lasso, and then last but not least, out of all of them, we have 3 bounty targets looted. All right, so let's go over some information about the daily challenges. Number 1, it is literally the best way of earning gold here in Red Dead. You can earn 11 gold bars every single day from just completing the daily challenges. Now, there's 2 requirements to get that 11 gold bar possibility. Number 1, you do have to make sure that you guys have a daily challenge streak of at least 21 days in a row by completing at least 1 daily challenge every single day for 21 days. That's the first requirement. And then the next requirement is to make sure that you guys have all the current roles that are available. So there's 4 right now, and be at least a rank 10 in each of those roles in order to make the most amount of money or gold that you possibly can. So I definitely recommend that you guys do that as soon as you possibly can. And obviously you need gold in order to purchase those. So if this is the best method, get to it. That way you guys can start working on getting the gold needed in order to purchase them. All right, so let's go and break these down. We have a distance of 10,560 by train, traveled by train. So you just have to wait anywhere close to a train track. So I'm right outside of Emerald Station, which is, I spend a lot of my time in New Hanover, in the Heartland specifically anyway. Basically between Saint Denis and Valentine's, where I spend a majority of my time. Otherwise, if you guys fast travel down to McFarland's Ranch, there's usually a train coming from east going west, and it will stop at McFarland's Ranch. So you just have to hop on it and basically travel that. Now, you can do this day or night. It really does not matter. But as long as you're standing close to a train track, a train will go by. Preferably, I recommend anywhere between Valentine and Emerald Station, or anywhere between Rhodes and Saint Denis, unless you're going to try the fast travel location down at McFarland's Ranch. All right, so the next one for the daily challenges for today, we have to catch 1 fish weighing at least 5 pounds. The best way to do this is to go after like the big fish. So we're talking muskie, northern pike, lake sturgeon, channel catfish, whatever it might be. Those are the ones that you guys are going to want to go after. Now, if you guys, I'm going to give you guys a couple different locations on the map so you guys know where to go. Channel catfish can actually be found in the Lagra area. So right here, right next to where Thomas is at. I think it's Thomas, yeah. Right there. You can find lake sturgeon pretty much right next to Blackwater, which you have to go to Blackwater anyway to visit a shop regardless. You can find muskie over here in Lake Owanjila, or you can find them outside of Van Horn and between Van Horn and Ansburg. If you guys go just north of Valentine along the Dakota River right in here, you guys will actually find northern pike. So really it just depends on where you guys want to go. But all of those fish should be at least 5 pounds. Now the next one is to pet a dog. Now there's a couple different ways that you guys can do this. If you guys have a dog at your camp, that's the easiest one. You just have to go to your camp, pet the dog, then move on with the rest of your daily challenges. Otherwise, you can find some, every once in a while you'll find some in Van Horn, which I haven't seen any there for a long time, but Thieves Landing, there is usually a dog. You can find one typically in Strawberry or even in around, there's actually one at the, if we actually right over there right now, there might be a dog there, but at Emerald Station, at the fence area, there's typically a dog that's just kind of chilling out. Let's go and talk a little bit about the next one, and then we'll just kind of go from there. The next ones are actually showdowns. So we got 3-player kills from covered free roam events. Now, the best way to do this one is going to be either Railroad Baron. You can even do like Master Archer as well. Otherwise, the other thing that you guys can actually go ahead and do is like Cold Dead Hands. Those are some of the better ones. Otherwise, like Dispatch Rider makes it a little bit more difficult because you're typically on a horse. I know for the most part you're on a horse in Railroad Baron as well, but if you can get on the train and duck in cover, then you're going to be able to get that one completed as well. So that's that one. We have 3-player kills in it with a rifle in showdown and place top 3. Now these two could definitely go together, but they might take some people a little bit of time, and it depends on if you're really into PvP or not. If you're not into PvP at all, these 3 are definitely not going to be for you, and you're going to probably want to go ahead and do something else. But that's a gold and basically 1.5 gold bars by completing at least the showdown aspects of it. And I would at least go after the rifle, to be completely honest. because that one shouldn't be too difficult. And then last but not least is to visit a shop in Blackwater. Now, as long as you visit a shop in Blackwater, it's not going to matter which one it is. I like to go to the butcher personally just because you never actually have to get off the horse, which is outstanding. And it makes it actually very, very simple to do that. Is the dog even here, or did they kill the dog? I don't see the dog here. Typically, there's a dog right here in this area. And I actually don't even see it. But, yeah, so camp is the easiest one, and then there's a few other places that I already previously mentioned as well. Or just some random dead people. I guess that works as well. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the daily role challenges for today. We have to go and craft 2 toxic moonshine. Now, this does require you guys to have the toxic moonshine pamphlet, which is quite expensive. So if you guys don't have enough money or are looking to purchase other things, I would honestly go ahead and purchase those before actually moving in with or going with the toxic moonshine, because the only time that you're really ever going to use this is for the daily challenges anyway. Nobody hardly ever uses toxic moonshine anymore. We have 2 moonshine at preferred type sold to a buyer. Just craft up some moonshine, and you're gonna have to do this twice. And then what I would do is, as soon as the buyers change and you're kind of in that time limit, so before the next cycle changes, you can find out who is a preferred member. Basically sell to anybody but Bert. Poor old Bert, not gonna get any love today. We have 4 moonshines served to other players at a bar. You are going to at least have to invite one person in to do this. It doesn't matter if it's the same person, but it will require either a posse member or a random person to be invited to your moonshine shack. Then you just serve them whatever you have on tap. Preferably the strongest moonshine that you can, so you can get them as drunk as possible. We have 2 good sold. Really? I mean, I grief by a cow. Stupid cow. We have 2 goods sold to a distant buyer. So that's going to take a little bit of time, but probably 10 to 15 minutes to get that one challenge completed. We have 7 medium animal carcasses donated to crypts. That's going to be anything on the side of the horse. You're looking at like any of the birds, so hawk, eagle, condor, turkey, vulture, geese, ducks, pheasants, rabbits, raccoons, Virginia possums, all that counts towards medium. Then we have $200 money made from trading. So as long as you have the goods sold, especially if you have a total of 100 goods, you can sell it for $500. Or if you're doing the distant one anyway, you're going to make $625. So you'll easily make your $200 from trading. Next on the list is the collector roll. We have 3 American wildflowers found, 3 antique alcohol bottles found. So I'm just going to go over these sets real quick for you guys, just so you guys know. So the antique alcohol bottles are going to be a part of cycle number 6, and then the American wildflowers will be a part of cycle number 1. Now, honestly, if you're going after the antique alcohol bottles, you might as well go after the rest of them, which there are 6 other ones. If you're going to go after the American wildflowers, there are so many American wildflowers out there. It is ridiculous. You can find a ton of them. They're literally everywhere. Then the last one is to find 3 collectibles sold to Madame Nazar. You're going to want to specifically go to Madame Nazar's location out at Plainview for today. So you're going to want to fast travel down to Tumbleweed, or if you're in that area, just right out there. And then you're going to want to sell them directly to her. So if you collect an entire set of whatever, then don't send it post office, because that's not going to work. The next one is then to be the Bounty Hunter roll, which is the only roll that does pay out additionally in gold, which is amazing. We have 3 bounty targets brought in total, so just go ahead and bring them in from wherever. It doesn't matter where you bring them in from. New Hanover, New Austin, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just bring them in. We have 3 bounty targets hogtied with a reinforced lasso. So basically what you're going to want to do is just make sure that you have the reinforced lasso and then hogtie them with that. I recommend that if you're a bounty hunter anyway, that you guys have the reinforced lasso regardless. And the last one is to make sure that you guys loot the 3 bounty targets before you actually bring them in. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and hogtie them, lasso them, hogtie them with a reinforced lasso, loot them, bring them in. All 3 of these can be done back to back to back. Easy peasy. Plus, you're going to earn additional gold from just doing the daily, or from doing the bounty hunting missions anyway. But that is all the daily challenges done, gone over, and covered. If you guys do have any questions regarding any of these, by all means, leave a comment down below, because I'd love to be able to help you guys out. And if they are different, you can still leave a comment down below so I can help you out. But if you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.